I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, it's going to be an amazing night. As per usual, everybody's going to benefit.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. There's only one, Ricky Hatton, 5'7" tall with a 75-inch reach. And across the ring from him, the incomparable Arturo Gatti, 5'8" tall, 147 pounds.
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in this kind of fighter. The jab is unassumingly long and sharp and fast, and that will really put you off your stride.
The Hitman, Ricky Hatton. This all-time great welterweight, one of the most beloved fighters in English boxing history. Arturo Thunder Gatti, the blood and guts warrior king. No one has as big a heart as this fighter.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Manchester, England, a popular and exciting junior welterweight and welterweight champion of the world, here is Ricky Hitman Hatton. Fighting out of the blue corner, the blood and guts warrior, the Hall of Famer from Jersey City, New Jersey, a super lightweight champion of the world, Arturo Thunder Gatti.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is usually second to none if you get the right fights in.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
And there's the bell for round one. Good left hand. That one lands. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Oh man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Put him on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away. And he misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, every trick.
Why aren't they defending? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Here we go for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. of defense here at all. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fighters can do that.
Not many of the people in the division hit like them. He threw the hook, didn't land. Counter-punching for both these athletes. We know these smaller fighters have those fast hands and good footwork, but what else?
Oh my goodness, that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
This fighter's not shown us much defense at all. They both want the knockout. Punches coming from every angle. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judge. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Come on, look across it. Look at him now. Right, it's so important now in this first minute of this round. Get on top of it.
On to the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. He misses with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of these earlier rounds, because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds, because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. He fails to score with that left hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
On
to the fourth we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Fantastic punch. Great counter right hand there. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it? Good counter punch. That left counter punch will score. Nice punch. Perfect counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
No power in those punches. You hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Beautiful counter shot. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Perfect counter lands. Still swinging with nothing left. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Right punch. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Oh, what a punch. Beautiful counter punch. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Oh, that punch. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Left punch. Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. Both men step back. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Lands with the right counter. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go. It's round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you? Both trying for a knockout. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That's a scoring left hand. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
He blocks the uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Good counter left hand there. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And we enter the 8th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Punch, counter punch. Why are they throwing punches? They should be playing defense right now. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he misses with the left uppercut.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Left counter scores. counter. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And we enter the ninth. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Good left counter that lands. They exchange punches. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Going back to life now, starting to land some punches. There's a counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. What a punch. That's another scoring shot. And this with that jab. Right punch. He just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
He's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up. Body up. Be smart. Change your angle.
And there's the bell for round 10. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
And a counter left. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch. Both want a knockout, you can tell. And that will put Gatti down.
One, two, three, four, five.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
For sure. Somebody can smell blood. Look at it. Look at the cool exterior. Look what they're going to do. Walk him down. Set him up. Film it and blind him with a jab. Then boom, let the shot in.
And he just missed with that left jab. Counter right. Catch and shoot. Which fighter will say no mas? You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus a pup. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
That's start 11. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. Good counter punching. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Good counter right hand again. He misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and that big shot got Arturo Gatti. He's wobbly. He's stumbling around, and that will put Gatti down. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Good punch. And that has rocked Arturo Gatti. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
To make or break a fighter.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round. Heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I needed to. And Gatti goes down.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Can Arturo Gatti survive this storm? Left counter was perfectly timed. There's a counter shot. The score with that left hand. Good punch. Left punch. Oh, look at Gatti. I don't know if he's going to survive. And that will put Gatti down. So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.